Okay, hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. For those of you who don't know me, consider yourselves lucky. I'm Chris Baldwin, KA3AJM, and I'm pretty close to Rich, I'd like to think, so I just wanted to say a few words for him. While I know that Rich would not have wanted all this fuss over him, we insist. Rich was such a unique, incredible individual. I've never met anyone even remotely like Rich. We met back in 2002 as a result of my involvement with the then W6NUT repeater group in LA. And since that first time meeting him, I found myself spending nearly every Friday night hanging out with him at the kitchenette. Thousands of miles were driven between Vista and El Segundo on the weekends to hang out with the giant kahuna. I remember all the projects we worked on together, his internet connection and all the crap he had connected to it, and his relay station and remote bases. He'd always get some new toy or have a new idea and call me on the phone to say, "Chris, come by Friday night, you gotta check this out." Rich was a very dynamic person. He immersed himself in the things he enjoyed. Things like pyrotechnics, amateur radio, science fiction, and food. He educated himself in the things he was interested in and educated himself about the things he enjoyed. As such, he could speak with authority about things and people listened. Rich loved helping others and always enjoyed telling people about the things he liked and never missed a chance to bring a newbie into his hobbies. Knowing Rich and having him in my life has made me a better person. Rich just had that kind of influence on people. To know Rich Vidmar was to be a part of the in-crowd at any event he was involved with. He truly was the social nexus of so many things. He had a way of bringing people together for good times at the kitchenette and elsewhere. People were naturally attracted to his demeanor and style. He was just that kind of cool guy that everyone always wanted to be around. So many friendships and even some intimate relationships were formed as a result of Rich being the common element in bringing people together. Rich lived his life the way he wanted to. He enjoyed every day of his life and had no regrets. I have no doubt in my mind that Rich left this world happy. It's just the way he was. I, for one, cannot believe that he is gone. I keep expecting my phone to ring any minute and it to be him. I keep expecting his voice to pop out of the speaker on my radio. But sadly, I know that will never happen again. Rich has left a noticeable hole in the amateur radio community that all of us recognize. The silence on the radio is deafening. Rich was one of the closest friends I had in this world. I trusted him implicitly. He never did anything to hurt me or anyone else, and he was a good, kind, loving person who would give you the shirt off of his back, even if he knew you didn't really need it. Rich never had an agenda. He was a genuine person and a genuine friend. Rich's untimely departure from this world will leave a tremendous gap in the lives of so many people, a gap that can never be filled by anyone. I would ask at this time that we all observe a brief moment of silence in remembrance of our dear friend Rich Vidmar. He will